Hello, I'm drinking more for the first time. This is Hopforescent Triple Dry Hopped Double IPA with Citra Galaxy, Mosaic, and Nelson. I guess the sexiest hops of the last 5-10 years. It's 8.2% alcohol, and on their Instagram, it looks like they released this December 2nd, so it's been like 23 days in the can, if that was the day they canned it. So I guess I'm kind of excited. Most hazy IPA that I've had from the Chicago area has been too yeast estery and sweet for me, which are sort of the hallmarks of the style, but just a bit much. So we'll see about this one. And it seems like more is pretty easy to get these days. In the past, you'd have to go to the brewery. Maybe you could get it on tap other places. And that looks pretty good. My lighting is a little weird. If I put it up here, it doesn't really look like that. Especially not from my angle. But it's just kind of like a pale, I guess it's just a deep yellow, kind of golden. Pretty good haze. Definitely can't see my finger through there. Pretty nice head, too. Bubbles sound like they're popping pretty fast. We'll see how long that lasts. But it's more. There's definitely a very sweet candy-like quality to this. Yeah, it's getting close to that bubblegum thing. I mean, I think a lot of these breweries are using London Ale 3. And, I mean, depending on how you brew with it, you can get different effects. But I think maybe people in the Chicagoland just like this sort of thing. But yeah, it's just very bubblegummy. And the esters seem to almost be covering up the hop quality. You'd think with these hops it should explode. But it's mainly just smells like bubblegum and tropical fruits, pineapple. I'm not getting citrus, bright, fresh citrus as much. I'm not getting much green or dankness. I'm not noticing much peppery qualities from the Nelson. Maybe there's a light hint of it. Yeah, it's smelling like it's somewhere at a Hop Butcher and what's the Lake Zurich brewery? Phase 3. They're even sweeter, I think. Ooh, it does have some hop bite at least in the flavor. Still very sweet, but I'm getting some more green dank qualities. Definitely the Galaxy's coming out there, which is nice. Galaxy always seems to contribute more bitterness, at least to me, in the hazy IPAs. And we've got some pretty good lacing there. It might be a pretty high on the carbonation, but I don't know. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Oh yeah, definitely got a good bite there. I guess they say it's triple dry hopped, and definitely getting that in the flavor, which is weird because you think that dry hopping is more known for affecting the aroma than the flavor. But it's a little bit of a hop burn actually, which isn't super surprising, but has been in the can for over 3 weeks. The feel's pretty soft. Wow, it's changing quite a bit. Yeah, it's drying out my tongue, some hop burn, throat burn, and seeming way more bitter as I drink it, which I kind of like, but it might be going too far in the other direction. Not really getting the huge yeast esters in the flavor. The carbonation is a little bit bubbly. It's not that bad. It's a little bit overcarbed, I would say, maybe. Contributing to maybe the harsh feel of the hop bite. But yeah, that's overtaken my face. It's so weird that it wasn't coming out in the aroma. But a lot of times I just need to be able to get my nose deeper in the glass and have it warm up. This is pretty cold. those yeast esters are still pretty prominent, but now I'm getting more of that slightly menthol galaxy things and a little bit of a booze in the nose. Yeah, it just seems like it's a little disjointed, maybe you'll say. Whew. I don't want to say it's like Trillium, like over dry hop stuff, but maybe it's pretty close to that. But I feel like Trillium's not as big on the like a bubblegummy estery sort of aroma. There's nothing super bad or off flavor wise with this, I'd say though. But I wish that the beer just could have been met in the middle somewhere, where it's not harsh hop burn by not too yeast estery. But it's pretty good. But I don't know. Maybe I'll occasionally buy a more beer, see what it's like. Especially if I can get like a single IPA these days. So many breweries, they just focus on the double IPAs, or at least that's what I see at the stores. Yeah, quite carbonated. I feel like I have to burp. Pardon me. But for a rating, maybe a 4. Yeah, because I feel like I haven't had a beer with this sort of hop burn in a while. And I think some people like it, but a lot of people say this is why all hazy IPAs are bad and badly made. I guess I've had worse than this. Now, there's one brewery I went to recently, Spigot River, I think, where that one had the hop burn, but then it was obviously just kind of had a lot of off flavors, and it was kind of dishwatery. This one is definitely better than that. But I probably wouldn't give it much higher than a 4. Bye.